After a health scare, it's easy to be motivated to get healthy. First, you want to regain your previous health, and then once the doctors tell you what was wrong with you, you realize, especially after the age of 60, that part of the reason those things were wrong with you is because you weren't giving any attention whatsoever to your health. You weren't paying attention to what you were eating. You weren't paying attention to getting the right amount of exercise. Sure, you made performative efforts to go to the gym and do all the things that Americanos like to do. And you do the traditional cleanses and fasting and protein diets and all that stuff for temporary fixes. But this is anything after 50 is degenerative. You don't realize it until you get into it and you start doing some research that this is what happens after 50. You start losing muscle mass, and muscles are what keep you on your feet. They keep you out of the wheelchair. If you don't have muscle mass, you're going to be your mobility is first thing that's going to go. So I have three tips. These are post-hospital tips, but also these are post-60s, turning 60 tips. And they're also tips for if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic. These are things you've got to pay attention to. My tip number one, and I'm just discovering this, is the Tai Chi walking. Not just out walking. Walking is fine for aerobic, but for as far as building the muscles and getting the flow of blood through your body, the Tai Chi walking, look into it. I used to limp all the time. My right knee was very weak for years. And I said, doctor, it's time for my knee replacement, because that's what Westerners do. They just think, oh, my leg is screwed up. What pill can I take, or what surgery can I do to get that fixed? Well, it's ideally you don't. That's not the way you want to do this. You want to do it. You want to look at it holistically. You've got to look at, why is my knee hurting? Is it just because I'm old? Or is it because what I've discovered is I've always been a little bit bow-legged. I've never really paid any attention to it. But this Tai Chi walking has introduced me to the concept of straightening up pulling my knees in, being more mindful. Hate to use that word, but love it. Hate it, love it. Mindful of the way I'm using my legs. If my leg is bowing, just doing it slowly. I'm not in any rush. I'm retired. So anyways, taking your time and learning how to walk right. Relearning how to walk. You learned to walk as a child and you didn't have to worry about it. But now as you're older, you are weaker in your legs, your muscles are going. You've got to pay attention to how you're using all your energy and how you're misusing your energy, and how you're mistreating your body if you're not learning about and paying attention to how you go about improving that aspect of your life, and that's below the belt. That's like a form of opening up your lymphatic. You want to get your lymphatic system activated, and then this is what helps with your insulin resistance. And the other thing that you can do, keep your energy flowing and your blood flowing, get it out of your belly area where all this energy is crammed up. You want to get it flowing through your whole body, so your whole body is working together for your benefit. For like the legs are the first thing to go. It's all hands on deck for the legs, for starters, because if you lose mobility, you're dead in the water. Like the legs are the first thing to go. It's all hands on deck for the legs, for starters, because if you lose mobility, you're dead in the water. That your stomach is your second brain. Your stomach is your I had a gut feeling. Well, that whole thing, your gut, historically it's a huge. When you have your gut health, then you are really on your way to having your overall health, because all that. Okay, I said three things, but I'm throwing number 4. When possible, fast. Even if it's just 18 hours, I'm good at this sometimes and I'm not so good at it. But when you are in a fasting, after 18 hours, you can do 24-hour fast. It's fantastic, because what that does is that it puts your body in a not constantly processing the food mode, and so all your gut stuff and all that probiotics in your body and all of that, your body can focus on healing. So it's sending out healing. It's processing dirty blood. It's letting your body do what's supposed to do when you're sleeping, because you're not supposed to be waking up in the middle of the morning and having a bowl of ice cream. It's about the worst thing you can do, unless you have ice cream with a slice of boiled pizza, which I have done at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh, I just have to. Okay, since even now, just that's my 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I was going to have a 5, I would add the thing that I just learned today, and that is that if the thing about, you can take GLP-1s or GLP-2s or whatever, Ozempic, you can take that stuff and you can lose 20 pounds. And it's like a Band-Aid. It's like it tells it gets your brain, so it's not constantly thinking. Fat people are constantly thinking about food. It's like a food obsession. And what the Ozempic seems to do is it kind of like makes you feel a little bit full, but also takes away that pang of like, what can I eat now? What can I eat now? What can I eat now? And fat people are always asking, what can I eat now? Now I'm hungry. What can I eat? It's a distraction. It's a numbing thing, and it's a habit that we learned to do. It makes us feel good when we eat. It's like there's a reason that sugars and is more addictive than cocaine, according to research that's gone on for a long time. Much more addictive, and according to rats, it's not only more addictive, it's preferred. It's their preferred drug. So sugar is so dangerous, and so when you are when you're fat, you're focusing on food all the time. You're focusing on satiating that need to comfort yourself, and you got to get over it. So the Ozempic is like a little Band-Aid over that. It's like you're not. It takes away that brain foggy fuzz that keeps you constantly in a state of what's next, where can I eat next. So what you need to do is pay attention when you're on like Ozempic or something like that, even if you're microdosing it, and then you see how your body's working, and you have a less of a need to just constantly eat. And then if you pay attention to your skinny friends, take a note out of their book, because what thin people do is they don't wake up in the morning and think, what can I eat? They're thinking, they wake up in the morning and they think, oh, what action can I take? What exercise can I do? I think I'll go for a walk. I think I'm going to stretch. They're always doing things, and that's why they're thin. So the thing is, for Ozempic will have you lose weight, and if you stay on it, you're going to keep that 20 or 40 pounds off. But the ideal situation is eventually you teach your body, and this is not a quick fix thing. It takes months for your body. You have to retrain your body for the slower way of building your long-term health outlook into a more positive way. It's just not the building new neural pathways that are healthy. It's literally building the habit set that you need, and that habit set is to switch from thinking, what can I eat, to what exercise can I do? Can I do a little quick stretch right now? I've got 2 minutes. Like, for instance, now I'm not bragging, but I didn't plan this. But when I'm in the elevator, it's about 30 seconds from the 5th floor. It's a slow elevator down to the 1st floor. So what can I do? Like, I'm still getting my stability on my feet back. What can I do? I'm standing there. I press the button. I'm just going to stand there. I'm going to stand there, or worse, stand there holding on to the handrail so I don't fall over, because I feel so like, oh, I don't want to fall, and I'm weak, and that's not a good way to be. So what I do instead now is I let go of the handrails. I spread my feet shoulder width or further apart, and I do lunges from right to left, and I'm loosening up those inside muscles of my legs. It's like a little stretch. And so then when I go out and begin, not my walk, but just like walking, I have done a little tiny bit of a stretch, like 10 seconds. But you would be surprised at how much that gets my blood flowing in my legs and loosens up those muscles just a little bit to get me prepped for the walk. I'm telling my body I'm going to start walking here a little bit, so get ready for it. It's going to be fantastic. So, to sum it up, taking the opportunities to look for, instead of foods to eat, look for ways to exercise. Fill your fridge with beets, yogurt, chia seeds. Do a little search on low glycemic foods. It's not about the calories anymore. It's about how quickly the sugar goes into your system. Like dragon fruit is fantastic. Also, another good thing for your legs. It's good for your legs because it's good for your muscles, and it's good for rebuilding the capillaries in your arteries in your legs, which have been destroyed from having too much sugar in your system for too long and blowing out all those little beautiful little capillary that help get the good nutrients and energy into your blood system, which is so key to your overall health. Yoga was great for a long time. I love yoga. I have friends. A friend of mine just mentioned this morning. I need to get back to my yoga practice. And yoga is good, but it's like that thing that came to the United States of America in the 60s with the whole Eastern philosophy thing. And it's fine, but the Tai Chi thing, I mean, people all over Southeast Asia are doing it. You don't see them meditating. They're doing, it's this just physical thing. It's not a performative task. It's not a thing you brag about. You're not who does the best pose. You're just swinging your arms and swinging your legs and opening up and bending and leaning. And you can do it as little as 5 minutes if you want. 10 minutes is a big morning for me at this point because I forgive myself all the time. I'm like, you know what? As an American, as a North American, I feel like I have to achieve and be like performative. I need to be like achieving, setting my goals, do reps, all the stuff. It's old-fashioned ways of thinking of exercise. Oh, you do this rep and then you add weights, and then it's like that track. I'm not in gym class anymore. I'm not on the track team. I'm not lifting weights so that I look good on the beach. I'm lifting weights because I'm losing muscle, and muscle is it's not just that is without muscle you're going to be in a wheelchair. You got to have muscles that's your mobility right there. And so you want to be able to get up and walk onto a plane, take your seat on an international flight, be strong enough so that when you get to Vietnam, you can stand up and sit down from one of those little tiny plastic stools on the street from the street vendors without any assistance. You've got to be able to do that. That's crucial. And yet want to be able to go up and down steps without using the handrail. Handrails are for weak sissies.
Oh, help, help, I've fallen down, I can't stand up, help me.
No, you don't want to use a handrail. You want to just fly up those steps with no handrail. That's my goal anyways, is keeping those legs active is the first part. And then as soon as your legs are feeling strong, now you've conditioned your brain, you've got everything going so that, I'm not going to go on and on, now you begin a pathway for health.